So hello everyone, today we are going to start with day 6 in which we are going to see some modification commands such as mirror command, stretch, move, copy, join, spline, break and some more commands. So to start with, we are going to start with mirror command. So the shortcut key for mirror command is MI enter. We have this command here in modification tab. You can see here. So to start with, I'm going to select the command. It is asking us to select the object. I'm going to select this object here. Say enter. Now it will ask us to select the point for the mirror. I'm going to select this as the starting point, and here I'm going to select the end point. So I'm taking the vertical orientation of the points. The object will get mirrored against this orientation of the points. Say enter, and you can see this complete object has been mirrored now at the opposite side with reference to these 2 points. Now suppose if I want some distance apart of this object, then we can do that also. Now suppose we want to mirror this rectangle at the opposite side at some distance. We'll assume the distance as 100 mm. So here I'm going to select the mirror command, select the objects to mirror, say enter, and I'm going to place my cursor at the corner of the rectangle. I'm not going to click there, I'm just going to place it, and then I'm going to drag the cursor there at the right side. Now you can see near the cursor it is showing the distance value. So if I want to mirror the object at 50 mm distance, I am going to put this value here as 25. So it is asking us specify the first point of mirror. I am taking the value as 25 from the tracking line. Say enter. Now it is asking us for the second point. Suppose I want the vertical orientation, then I am going to put on this ortho mode and click anywhere in this vertical orientation. Now it is asking us to erase the source object, whether you want to erase the source object or you want to continue with the copy. So I'm not going to erase the source object for that. So I'm just going to click enter and it will take the input as no. Now this rectangle has been mirrored here and we can see the distance. If I want to check the distance, I'm going to say di enter. Distance should come 50 mm here. So it is coming 50 mm, we can see there. You just need to say the point orientation mirror line at the half distance where we want to mirror. Again, one more time, if I want to mirror this object by taking the distance of 100 mm in both the objects, then we just need to select mirror command, shortcut key is MI enter, select the complete object to be mirrored, say enter again, and just keep the cursor at the corner of the rectangle and then start dragging. You don't need to click here, you just need to place the cursor and then you need to drag the line. You can see the green line coming as an extension line. It is asking for the extension distance there. I'm going to say 50 mm as I want the distance of 100 mm between two objects. That's why I'm taking half distance, that is 50 mm. Say enter and then you just need to click on the opposite side. So depending on the object orientation, whether I want to take it at the upper side or I want to take it beside the main object, I'm going to click the second point. Say no, enter. And these things which were selected are mirroring. Next we will take this object a little bit aside, say M enter for move, select the base point to move, put off the ortho mode so as we can move it properly here. I'm going to place it somewhere here. Now I want to mirror this object at 90 degrees. It is vertical, I want to make the copy of it as horizontal here by taking the angle as 90 degrees. So to start with, I'm going to select mirror command. Select the objects to mirror, say enter. I'm going to click the first point of mirror line here, and for the second point I'm not going to give the length, I'm just going to click tab button and I'm going to give the angle here. So I'll take this angle as 135, say enter. It is asking us to erase the source object. I'm going to say no, say enter again, and the mirror has been completed. As I've taken the points from this corner to 45 degrees, the mirror has been created at 90 degrees. Whatever angle I am going to take for the mirror points, that double angle will be taken for placing that mirrored object. Next command we are going to say stretch command. For that I am going to copy this object there. So select the object. Now the copy command, shortcut key is CO enter. I am going to select CO enter. Click on the base point. It is asking us for the base point. So I am going to take this point as the base point and copy wherever you want to copy. So just put off the ortho mode so that you can flexibly copy it wherever you want. So I have copied this one here. I'm going to delete this text here. Next, I want to change the orientation, so I'm going to say rotate command, RO enter. Select the object to rotate. I'm going to select complete sketch, say enter. And taking this as the base point, we are going to say the angle of rotation as 90 degrees. And this object has been rotated. Now if I want to stretch this distance, you can see the distance is coming 150. I want this distance to be taken as 200 mm. Place the dimension first here properly. Now I want to use stretch command here. So stretch command shortcut key is STR enter. Now while selecting, you should select the part in such a way that only the portion to be stretched should be selected here. So I'm going to select the lower portion only. Click here, say enter. You just need to specify the base point. So I'm going to specify the base point at this stretching area somewhere here, the center of the circle. And now you just need to drag it here so as to provide the displacement. So I'm going to take this value as 50 mm, put on the ortho mode here. I'm going to set the displacement as 50, enter. We can see here the distance is coming 200 now. So it is stretched by 50 mm and only that portion was selected which was going to be stretched, not the portion which is going to be fixed. So in this way you can use stretch command. Again one more time, we'll take it some simple example here. Now we have the rectangle. I'll take this rectangle size as 145, tab 200. We'll put up the values also here. I'm going to put on the dimension layer. Just go for the dimensions, select the linear dimension. This value is coming 200. The other value I want here is 145. Place it properly here. If I want to increase the dimension size, say D enter, go to modify, select the fit, put up the value here. I'm going to say 2.5 here. Say OK, set current and close. Now I want this rectangle to be stretched at the upper side so that this length becomes 400. Only the upper portion should be stretched. This line should be stable at one position only. Select the object in such a way that only the part to be stretched should be selected and the fixed part should not be selected here. Say enter, show the base point and you need to drag it. So it was 200, I'm going to drag it by the length of 100 mm. So the value is coming now 300, you can see here. Same way I want to stretch it at the right side. Now it is 145, I'm going to stretch it by 55 so as this value become 200. So to make it stretch, select the command STR enter. Now the back side I'm not selecting, only the three sides are been selected in the rectangular portion. Click at the midpoint or any corner point to specify the base point and now you need to drag. I've kept the ortho mode on so that it should be dragged in a straight way. Now the displacement value I need here, it was 55 mm. So you can see this value is coming 200 now. Earlier it was 145, we have stretched it by 55 mm. So in this way you can use the stretch command. Shortcut key for stretch is STR enter. Next command we are going to see here is move. We have already seen move earlier. Shortcut key was M enter. Select the object, say enter and then specify the base point here. So any point I want here has to be taken as base point. I'm going to click it here. Now you can move the object both ways by having any reference or by giving the distance. So if I want to move this object by giving the distance, you just need to put the displacement value. As I'm moving it horizontally, I'm going to keep the ortho mode on only and I'm going to displace it by 500 mm. Say enter. The object earlier was placed somewhere here. Now it is moved by 500 mm. Now if I want to move any object by reference, I'm going to make one reference here. I'm going to take one line. Then I'm going to say M enter. Select the object to move, enter. Select the midpoint of this rectangle at the lower side and place it at the line's upper end point. So we can see here this rectangle has been completely moved. I will delete these reference dimensions here. Next command we are going to see here is copy command. It is same like as move only. Select the shortcut key as C, O enter. Select the objects to copy, say enter. Specify the reference point from where you want to start the copy and then you can place it wherever you want. Suppose if I want to copy it at the distance of 500, so I'm going to click on the tab here and I can put the angle also, say 45, and now this copy has been created at the distance of 500 and the reference angle as 45 degrees. Now I want to make some more copies in the horizontal direction, say C, O enter. Select the objects to be copied, say enter, specify the reference point or base point, and we'll take the copies now. So I want the center to center distance to be taken here as 500 mm. So I'll say first distance as 500. Now as the distance has been referred from the first origin only, if I want the regular interval again, I'm going to take the other distance as 1000 mm. Incremental distance of 500 I'm referring here. This time I'm going to take 1500, next 2000, and then 2500. Incremental distance is been taken 500. Now these copies are being created. So in this way you can make copies here. Next command we are going to see here is join command. Now suppose if I want, next command we are going to start with here is join command. Now suppose if I have this line here, straight line I am going to take. So put off the ortho mode, say 200 mm distance. And in this same path I am having one more line, maybe of 200 again. Now these are two different lines, but the alignment of this line is same. So if I want to join and make it a combined line, then I'm going to say join command, say J, enter, select both the lines, say enter again, and both the lines are being joined now. But suppose if I have taken this line a little bit offset with each other, not having the common alignment, then we cannot join it here. Suppose if I want to try, I'll say J, enter, select the objects to be joined, say enter. You can see these objects are not joined this time. It is because they are not having same alignment. Still, if I want to make any connector line here, I'm going to select the line command, start and end point. Now this line is coming in between these two lines. So for this type, we can make it join. Say J, enter again, select the lines to be joined, all the three lines, say enter again, and now you can see it is coming as a combined line when you click here. So in this way we can use join command. We can refer the join command for partial circle also, so as to make them complete. For that we are going to refer arc, put off the ortho mode first. Then we are going to say arc by 3 points, first, second and third. Now it is not a complete circle, it is just an arc. So if I want to transform it into complete circle of 360, I am going to say join, J, enter, select the arc to be joined, say enter again. After saying enter, you will get this option that is close in command manager line. So I'm going to say close here. Now you can see this complete circle is been made. Instead of arc, it is converted to circle now. Now the join command is usually preferred for joining the lines only. Suppose I'm going to make some object with the line. When you select this object, each line is been selected separately. It is not a polyline object. But if I want this object to be converted to polyline, I'm going to say join, say J, enter, select the complete object, again say enter, and now you can see complete object is being joined. Now sometimes suppose if I am having one object here, one circle only, by using 2 point, we can see this line and circle is coming together. So if I try to join these two objects together by saying J, enter, they are not going to be joined. Only lines can be joined using line command. So this was join command. Next command we are going to see here is break command. So for that I am having one line here. Now I want this line to be trimmed from the center only, but without having any intersection. If I go for trim command saying TR double enter, we cannot trim this line as it is a single line. But we can use break command so as to remove the half section here. Shortcut key for break command is BR. Select the main object to be broken. It is asking us to specify the second break point. You can see at the cursor one note is coming, but we have not given the first point yet. So go to this command manager line at the lower left side. We can see the first point option. Select the first point option earlier. Then click here at the end point as a first point and as the midpoint as the second point. That portion will be broken here. Second example, if I want to break this circle from the half, select BR, enter, select the circle, specify the first point. I'm going to select the first point option from the command line at the below side, and then I'm going to select the second point. So you can see only semicircle has been left, half circle has been removed. In this way you can break any object you require without having trim command. Next option we are going to see here is spline. Shortcut key for spline command is SPL, enter. SPL, enter. If command wise I want to see where it is placed, you can click on this draw tab and here you can see spline command is coming. Select the spline command. When you start the command, you just need to click the points. I'll put off the ortho mode first. So I'm going to click 3 points here. First point I've clicked, second point here, and I'm going to click the third point in the orientation only. So this third point. Now if I want to finish this command, don't directly click on the escape command as we do for all commands. You just need to click enter here to finish the spline. So after clicking enter, you can see this portion has been created. Spline means a flexible line. We have clicked 3 points here. So we can use these 3 points to be dragged and stretched wherever you want to mold it into a specific shape you want. To mold it into a specific shape you want. Now I'm going to say mirror command again. Mi, enter. Select the mirror command. Say enter. Specify 2 points. So you can see this leaf type portion has been made. Again splines. SPL, enter. Click wherever you want. As soon as you start clicking, grip points are being clicked there at the line. Say enter to end this line. You can see wherever I have clicked in the screen, these grip points are coming. We can stretch or drag these points so as to make any intricate shape you want. And we can also drag this point as we want to place them. So it is a flexible line where accuracy is not needed and we want some shape, you can use that spline command here. Shortcut key was SPL, enter. So this were the command we were going to see in day 6. We'll continue with further commands in next lecture. Till then, thank you.